quick rant. Actually, since I was today very much always not that much really, but I was where? Guess where? Why? Guess where? Guess where? Well, to boss. You know them's there, yeah? I'm sure. I'm sure everyone on the planet had this happening to them at least once and more than once more likely in their lifetime. Even those who go by car or other vehicles than only public transportation. I'm sure it just happened to each and everyone at some point. Since even those with vehicles or using other transportations, well, there's probably a moment where this vehicle is not working properly, yeah, or there's no gas or whatever, or you just do a quick thing and then want to start up the whole thing, so you just take the bus, train, whatever, instead, and then you get late. Or at least, if not this is the case, at least there's other complications with the public transportation, yeah? Like, the train itself arrives late, and then, therefore, because of this situation, you're late at your place where you should be, or something. Then you need to explain, apologize, and then it's up to them if they take it or not. It was my fault. In this case, I can't take any excuses for this, but I can also, yes, I absolutely can, at least a bit. It's half this, half that. Yes, I was late. That's no doubt. Well, not actually as much. I was there in the minute, on time. But do you know them's there, yeah? Where you there on the minute, right on time, but they decide to leave earlier. Yep, it was the minute. Okay, it was the minute they should leave. But I'm sure I was there actually a minute with reserve because the bus already left, so I went back. And there's some walk until I got back and looked at my phone, and then only was the minute the bus should leave. So, considering this time with my walk back, then looking at the mobile phone what time it is, I'm sure at least it was the beginning of the time, exact time, so they left absolutely early, on time, or maybe they left only even earlier than they should. Because there's no way, because it was still the minute, even when I was walking back somewhere after and looking at the phone later. And when it was the minute, they should stay on the bus station still. They should be there still. They already left. Because there's difference, and this is why this happened. On my mistake, because I am used to Prague bus stations now. Yeah, so as I arrived back here, I absolutely rant about this, and approvably, in a way, because this is a nightmare. And do you know dams where you were here, like you were somewhere times before And since until you get used to something better or just different, until then it was normal for you. You did not know anything else, so this was absolutely normal. Yeah, this was the case here. Because before, until I get the experience in Prague, perfect public transport, I would say even better than getting on roads on your own, because there's another complications there, yeah? As traffics, as the rush hours, as like crazy rides, crazy avoiding crazy extra care. But the public transportation is very well connected. You can get anywhere. Of course, sometimes you need to move to another bus or something, connected transport, but it's no problem because it's right there. Anyway, so until before this time, as I got used to this experience, I didn't know anything else. So this terrible situation here with public transportation, yeah, it felt normal. It felt okay. I couldn't complain too much. Obviously, I knew, yeah, now I'm waiting, like half hour, what to do. But I was used to it. It was normal. So it's normal for anyone here. So you just, yeah, get on your phone, listen to music, whatever, play some game on phone until the bus arrives, or pick something up, buy something in a shop. Just waste the time. But it's crazy how just you can get used to something or you don't know anything else, and this is with everything, like this is important why you should, for example, travel or expand your horizons of knowledge about other fields, because then you have this complex information where you can connect dots in between and make a bigger picture of it and know how it goes somewhere else than this closed circle of your ghosted place. Don't be conservative. Don't have to be anymore. Or, well, you have to if you stay in the place, but at least you know how it goes somewhere else. So you at least know it's not like this everywhere, always. So then, yeah. So then, what then? So then, what then? What day is it? Yeah, rainy day. Yeah, late day. So, it was normal, but I still believe somehow, I'm not sure, and if there's no big difference, but I believe somehow the buses were more, at least a bit more frequent before, like the time before I left this ghosty town. But it may be just my impression, just my memory, and just the impression of it before, and this is most likely also the case, because as you expand your horizons, when you see something bigger, better somewhere else, now looking back at something, now you can see it completely differently. Like it's not so interesting, or yeah, that's not good really, but at least you know what's up. Really, no lies, no your wrong interpretations of things. Now it's not so good looking anymore, yeah. Because it's not only the bus, only the transportation. It's not anything, but even like, as I mentioned before, somehow until you know it, until you visit some big towns and especially stay there for some time, like live there, because visit is a visit. It's like you don't have so much time to see everything, or during the everyday real basic day life routine of repeating of some things, you only then can notice how it really is there. Not like what's written on these boards, like visit our town, it's a beautiful place, there's everything perfect, yeah, and you don't even have time to see or notice everything when you're in a rush to go through some most beautiful, most frequent. Obviously, there will be nice things, and you're only on a holiday, so you enjoy the day. You visit like some monuments instead of the daily life, and then you're rushing back to get to your bus because you don't want to be late. Yeah, late. We don't want to be late because then there's a problem. So you're in a rush, visiting 1 day, 2 days. It's just quick thing you can really comprehend what's going on really. So then you would need to be there longer. What I noticed, and it's absolutely like noticeable now, the comparison, as I have some memories from before and arriving back with this new experience from a big city and seeing things now. You don't also you get your experience through getting your age up. Yeah, you have different views, different opinions on things as you more experience with life. But this is just a memory of, and everything just seeing, I believe, seeing something for the first time, like being this confused in the world and everything is new, so you're more scared about things. That's how you even, like, for example, job interviews or being in work somewhere. This is why experience is rated also, because you're not stressed so much, you don't get panic attacks just from simple things, because they may be not simple, but you now know how to handle it, and most importantly how to handle it without stress so much, because you know it will turn out okay anyway, or whatever. You know how to handle, how to talk, how to pronounce some, how to discuss some situations instead of this unexperienced moment. So I just have this memory of even things, seeing, visiting some places for the first time, and seeing them now. I just have this memory how large, for example, some building was, and arriving now from Prague, where these buildings are everywhere and much bigger. This is not big. And had this memory where, say, for my hiccups. Also, let me chew. Also, let me swallow. Also, let me spit. Nah. I won't make the camera blurry. And this place mess. Maybe outside. Yeah, I spit. Yeah, I admit. But I don't spit chewing gum. Always put it in the bin. So I remember some place, and it had this area with a parking spot. I remember it being larger, and the building, I thought it's like this modern thing. Well, arriving from Prague, I see that everywhere, and it's not. It's normal.